So I took this trade in London session today and I made 5R. I can show you the executions first here. Got stopped out but re-entered and it worked out. And I made 5.4R. And today I actually want to talk about how not tricking your brain into getting cheap dopamine is the secret to succeed in trading. So what I see a lot of people do is that they don't feel too good about their life, about their situation, and instead of actually going to the root of the problem and going through the pain and discipline necessary to fix that issue and get real dopamine from achievement, they always try to get the quick fix. Can be anything, any distractions, I'm not gonna say words I can't use on YouTube, but things you can use to feel better short term that is not going to give you anything long term or fix your situation. And what you actually do is basically the same as if you have a car and you have some issues with the car. Instead of actually getting that repaired and fixed, you try to use something to trick the car, like a system to trick the car scanner to trick the car into thinking that the issue is gone and you don't have that issue anymore. That's the same you're doing to your brain. The brain is giving you heads up, we need to fix this, and it's giving you pain, and then you try to trick your brain into thinking that the pain is gone and we've fixed the issue, but the truth is you haven't. And then the brain rewards you with dopamine and it tells you, perfect, now you don't have to work hard to achieve anything because we already feel good. So what I do instead is I actually get to the root of the cause of the issue and I work on that. And I don't trick my brain into temporarily feeling good. I'd rather feel the real pain and do something about it. And a lot of people try to change their external reality first instead of changing their internal reality. For example, picking up a book. When I finished school, university, and I stopped basically reading and educating myself the way I did there, then I quickly noticed that my brain was getting slower and something felt off. And I just felt like I didn't develop myself anymore. So when I started reading again, reading books, self-development books, etc., I actually felt way better not because I'm necessarily achieving anything there and then, but because I'm continuously learning and using and developing my brain, getting new information in and not letting it sit there and collect dust. So by doing these steps, you will actually get way better in trading as well. So before I really became profitable, I was actually struggling a lot with trading. And I was obviously struggling with the strategy, but I was also struggling with my mindset. And I thought that I just needed to fix my mindset and then trading is going to work out. But the truth is, your mindset means nothing if you're not at that point where you really know how to trade yet. Because what used to happen was I was really disciplined for about 2 to 3 weeks, but then I didn't see that good results. And eventually the discipline faded because I realized that no matter if I'm disciplined, it's not working. And I usually I was close to TP, but then it retraced and hit stop loss or break even. And a lot of this stuff kept happening. And at that point, it was really hard for me to stay disciplined. But the truth is, I didn't have the right understanding of the market technically, and I didn't have the right strategy. That's why I kept having all these issues. So there is no point. Trading is one of the, if not the most difficult field to go into in the world, the most competitive field in the world, where only 1% make it. And there is no point in mentally torturing yourself if you don't even know how to really trade properly. That's why you first need to learn how to actually trade, and you need to become really good. Then you can be disciplined, because at that point you get rewarded for staying disciplined as well. Now, when I'm trading now, I don't have to think, oh, will it actually hit TP or should I close early if it chops around TP? Because it hits TP, because I know how to trade. I know that this move is the move. But earlier I would probably trade something that wasn't that good, and it didn't hit TP, and I was like, why is this happening? But the truth is, I was in the wrong. Like, I didn't understand the market technically. And I see a lot of people struggling with this issue, that they think that trading discipline is going to save them, but the truth is, it's like anything else. If you don't know what you're doing, you can stay as disciplined as you want, but you still don't know. And it wasn't before I actually quit trading live, quit trading challenges, because I realized that I'm just spinning in circles, not achieving anything, and actually sat down and I analyzed the market, traded demo account, and I actually invested in different mentorships in order to really educate myself and like learn from the best of the best traders how to trade. Because most of the information you find free on YouTube, for example, is not always the best information for you to use. That's the truth. Because like a lot of things I've learned in trading is stuff I wish that I never learned, because it doesn't work and it's useless. But at the same time, then I know what not to do, so that's good, at least. But you have to study how like professional traders trade. Not like, a lot of times don't even study like prop firm traders, study how professional traders who trade large capital trade. And you will oftentimes realize that it's not the same as what you see on YouTube. Like, I'm not saying you need to use like the chart they are using with like order flow and that. Like, you don't have to do that. I'm not doing that myself, but you have to realize what they are looking for in the markets, like how they think, how they operate, because trading isn't as difficult as you think. But most people just don't know what to be looking for in the market, so they struggle all the time, and they get a really low win rate. Like, they get low risk reward and they get a low win rate, and it's just like they make it more complicated than it needs to be. And the current strategy I have works really good, and like, even in Asia session, I could get more than I used to get in a whole week before, because the strategy is that good. And some of the guys in my Discord, like, they were struggling a lot before I actually started helping them and giving them guidance on what to be looking for. And they realized that the strategy they had before was good, but they lacked some knowledge of when to apply it and like when the market is going to move and not. So when I actually helped them and told them like, this is what you need to be looking for before you apply the strategy, in order to just know if the market is going to move in your direction or not, then everything became so much simpler. Like, your strategy is most of the time just a way to enter the market, but you shouldn't enter the market if you don't know where the market is going to go. So I try to teach people first to be looking for where the market is going to go, and then you can use a strategy.